Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mattel Jurassic World Allosaurus. The Allosaurus is part of the Roarivores line. The Roarivore line is a series of mid-sized figures that have an action feature and electronic sounds, usually roars and stomps and stuff. The Allosaurus was one of the first figures to be released by Mattel before Fallen Kingdom came out. And actually, this guy was pretty hard to find around Christmas time this year. I started collecting the Jurassic World stuff late in the game. I didn't start till November 2018, and before Christmas, during the month of December, this guy and the Baryonyx were going for very high prices on eBay, in the box and loose out of the box. I remember seeing the Baryonyx for going over $100 at one point, and the Allosaurus was very close behind it, around $80, $90. Well, right after the first of the year, Walmart got some back in stock online, so you could get them for the regular price. It was around like 14 and change for them. And then they started popping up at random Walmarts across the country on rollback for like $11.92. I actually found my Allosaurus at a Walmart for that price. I have to pay those ridiculous eBay prices that were going on. And I actually found another one today, which is this guy right here in the box. Just picked up a second one to keep in the box. I already have one out of the box. So let's take a little close look at the packaging. See right here, it has the button to activate its Roarivore feature, where the mouth closes and roars for some reason. Got Owen in blue on the front, little symbol that this guy is electronic, and the back of the box. I believe there was only 7 figures in the entire Roarivores line, so these guys are still popping up at Walmarts as of right now, obviously, because I found one today. So if you're still looking for one, check Walmart. I think they're just clearing out their extra stock on these guys, so they won't be around for much longer as the Dino Rival stuff is coming in. So let's get this guy out of the package and take a closer look at the figure. And here is the Allosaurus out of the box. I forgot to mention earlier, on most of the Roarivores, the tail is separate. It's a separate piece. You just have to click it in the back over here. It's a one-time assembly. So once you click it in, it's not supposed to come back out. So this is my favorite of all the Roarivores. I have a biased reason why, and I'm going to show you in a second. So on this guy, he has a blue tongue. And the reason that I probably like this guy so much is because of this. I keep a bunch of blue tongue skinks. This is something else entirely different than my toy collecting. I mean, when you see me doing my reviews, you're probably always wondering why my hands are scratched up. It's not from fighting cats, because these guys got sharp little claws, and they like to tear me up. So, enough about the skinks. If you want to know more about skinks, check out Reptile Mountain TV. TC loves answering a million questions, so just ask him any question that pops in your head. He'll really appreciate it. So let's move on with the review. So let's take a closer look at this guy. The main body is done in a dark gray. You got yellow markings that run from the top of the head all the way down to almost the tip of the tail. He's got little red on his eye crest on top of the skull. And as I mentioned earlier, he's part of the Roarivores line, so he has a few electronic sounds. Little stomp around action. Apparently, every dinosaur in Jurassic Park needs to announce its presence by making an absolute ton of noise. It makes you wonder how any predator can catch anything when you can hear it from like a mile away walking. And generic T-Rex roar in there for some reason. So, obviously when you push the button, the mouth closes the roar. A lot of people complain about that. I don't like that. I wish the mechanism was reversed. When you push the button, the mouth would open to roar instead of closing. It's just a nitpick. It just bugs me, but whatever. It is what it is. So, let's get a little closer look at the head right there. Nice head sculpt. You got a little scarring along the snout over here. You know, as I mentioned earlier, it has that nice blue tongue, which I really like that. I know I said because of the skinks and everything, but it's nice to see a different color tongue on these animals. He's got some big honking teeth. The wrists aren't as pronated like on the Concavinator, so that's a plus on this. The arms can move backwards and forwards. They're on a hinge, so you can swing them out. The feet aren't as oversized on like some of Mattel's other models, like the T-Rex and stuff, which he's really stable for his feet being this size. Articulation on the legs. They can go back. They can actually go all the way around. They lock in their neutral position to keep them stable when standing. Legs can pivot in and out. There's a little speaker where the sounds come out of. And that's the little seam where the tail attaches. So, as far as being an accurate looking Allosaurus, not so much. For the CGI model used in Fallen Kingdom, this guy looks really good compared to what we saw on screen. He's not as big as what an adult Allosaurus would be. I know the one that was auctioned off in Lockwood Manor, they called it juvenile Allosaurus. You also saw this an Allosaurus trying to attack the gyrosphere when he was escaping the mountain, because everything in Jurassic Park needs to go into I gotta kill you mode with whatever's going on. Volcano blowing up? No, I'm gonna stop and try to attack you. So let's pull out some other figures and see how he stacks up with scale. Here he is with Ian. Like I said, it's a good size for a sub-adult Allosaurus. If it was an adult, this figure should be bigger, but for 11 change, great figure. Here he is with his Roarivore cousin, the Ceratosaurus. Now, on the Allosaurus, the toes are painted. On the Ceratosaurus, they are not. I guess Mattel picks and chooses who gets painted toenails. Here he is with the battle damage Albertosaurus. And that was my Monolophosaurus that just fell off the table. So I will just grab the Legacy Collection green Tyrannosaurus Rex, because I'm going to have to dig that guy out from the side of the desk. So yeah. So I do really like this figure a lot. Like I said earlier, if you're still looking for it, go check Walmart. I found one today. The prices on eBay, since like new stock has been hitting all last month and this month, have gone down dramatically. I think it's averaging like 25, 30 bucks now on eBay. I think Amazon, you can find it for like 20 and change if you're really desperate for one. So I highly recommend this figure. I do like it a lot. It's my favorite from the Roarivores. And as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.